Hello, today we're gonna talk about prop firms and the difference between a prop firm and a broker and what are the advantages and disadvantages of both. So let's just see here. So a trader has basically two choices nowadays. We can choose the broker, which for example is this IC markets, one of the few the biggest brokers in the world. Okay, and the other choice we have is a prop firm, and for example we have Ftmo.com, also one of the biggest in the world. Okay, and we're gonna talk about the prop firms today. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of both? So with the broker, all the money that you deposit are subject to losing. Okay, so basically you risk all your capital. If you put $100 in your broker, well, there's a possibility that for whatever reason you can lose all of that money. Okay, whatever amount you have, there's always a chance you lose it all. Okay, but there are basically no trading rules. Okay, probably none at all. Okay, you can trade however you want. You can probably use an EA, which is an expert advisor, basically a robot trades for you, or you can trade manually, trade over the weekend, trade the news. Okay, probably all the brokers will allow you to do that. Now with the prop firm, it's a little bit different. Okay, there are basically more rules. Yeah, every prop firm has a lot of rules that you have to follow, and you have to really dive deep in each prop firm to understand what the rules are for each prop firm. Okay, they're going to be similar, but every prop firm will have its own um, things that you have to look out for, but there is less risk. Okay, basically there is a challenge account, which is the most popular one. You pay for the challenge, and if you successfully pass the challenge, well, then you get your money back for the challenge fee, and you also are a part of the prop firm now, and you can trade with their capital, which is usually starting from 5k or 10k and upwards to 100,000, 200,000, and even 3 or 4. Okay, so larger capital, less risk, but more trading rules you have to follow. With the broker, there is more risk. You can lose all your capital, and also probably your capital will be smaller because nowadays um, there are not a lot of people with money, right? Well, I guess there is, but it's very divided. Okay, there are few with a lot of money, and then a lot of people with um, no money, right? So that's why the prop firms are very good and they're very popping right now. They're very popular because people want to trade with larger amounts, and yeah. So let's go into what is a prop firm. So the most popular prop firm is Ftmo, and they have been around for the longest, as 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 I remember. Okay, all the other prop firms basically came after Ftmo. And now this is they allow you to trade their capital and receive up to 90% of profits that you make, and they will cover all the losses in case you lose the funded account. And let's jump right into what we have here. So basically, the challenge consists of two stages. One is the challenge, one is the verification. They're both basically the same thing. The only thing that differentiates them is that the first step profit target is going to be 10k for 100k account, which is basically 10%. But the step 2 profit target is going to be 5%. And this is going to be for all of the balance amounts. It's always going to be 10% for the step 1 and 5% for the step 2. Now, let's take a look at the fees. So these are refundable fees in case you become the trader for them. So if you lose the challenge on the step 1 or on the step 2, you will lose this amount. And the amount will go up as you go up in the balance here. You see, the fee will go up as well. And this will be the same for all the prop firms. The fees will always go up. Now, the one good thing that happened in the previous month is they changed the trading period from 30 and 60 days to just unlimited time. And this really takes off a lot of pressure from the traders. Now it's much easier to pass and use whatever strategy you want. You can hold over the weekends if you have a swing account, hold for weeks if you want to, and yeah, basically no limit for when you have to end the challenge. You can even trade for a year, as I understand. So let's go now for the minimum trading days. Well, for Ftmo, the minimum trading days for step 1 and step 2 is both 4 days. So basically, if you pass the challenge in 1 day or 2 days, you have to enter like proxy trades with 0.01 lot, just so it counts as a trading day. Okay, you can enter and close the trade immediately as long as the trade is registered. It's fine. And yeah, so maximum daily loss is usually 5%. Same goes for all the balances, it's just 5%. And what this means is you cannot go lower than 5% in 1 day, but you have to be very careful about this because it will count not your balance but your equity. So let me just demonstrate this. So let's say we have a break-even line here. Oops. We have a 0 break-even line. And here we will have a 5k daily limit. Okay, so what happens is if you enter a trade, whenever you enter a trade, it will go up and down. Okay, it can go up and down all the time until you close the trade. This is going to happen, right? And at any moment, it can also go down. And this is still an open trade. Okay, so and let's say you closed the trade here. Here you close the trade at break even. Okay, you saw it going down, you close it at break even. So what happens here is it actually went down, let's say 3.5%. So it went pretty close to the daily limit, even though you did not close the trade here, you closed it here at break even, but Ftmo will register this as a daily loss. Okay, so it will count open positions as part of the daily limit loss. So let's say you opened a new trade and this one is not going well and you hit the 5k limit. Let's say the trade comes back up and you close it here in profit. Ftmo will not care about this close here because you breached the daily limit here. So this is very important to understand. You can be like a successful trader maybe on your broker account, but you cannot trade like that on Ftmo. Okay, so this is basically the main thing why people lose Ftmo and other challenges, because this is based on open positions. Okay, but the difference between the daily limit and the overall limit, which is 10%, let's take a look here. The maximum loss is 10%, and this is also going to be registered as open. So let's say we have here we have 10% daily limit, and this will also going to add up. Let's say one day you closed here at break even, next day you closed very close to the daily limit. Let's say here you closed it at 3.5%. You are still in the game, but you have to start over the next day probably. Okay, so let's start a new day. You start a new day, you go down, and again the 5k limit for that day is going to be lower this time. It's now here because you started the day from here. Okay, you're like that. So now again, let's say it goes down, you close it here. So now you are like 7% down from the initial break-even point. I hope this makes sense. Let's say you start a new day. You are still in the game because you only got 3.5 here, 3.5 here, so you did not breach the daily limit, but you are very close to the to the not daily limit but total limit. So you open a new day here, your 5k daily limit goes down, basically almost on the same place, right? So you start the day, you go down, and now again, let's say you close it here, and obviously you just breached. Let's say you closed it here, so you closed it with, let's say, minus 9%, but your open position already breached the 10% limit here. So Ftmo will know that, and you will be failed as the challenge, okay? The challenge will be failed, even though, let's say, the 5k limit here for the day was not breached, the 10k total limit was breached. Okay, so these are like things you will understand when you take the challenge or when you take the test trial challenge, which I really recommend you to take before you take the real thing, because it's free, right? So yeah, and so profit target for the step 1 is going to be 10%, and step 2 is going to be 5%. So the fee is always, yeah, refundable only if you successfully pass both phases. And now I want to show you here. So you can take the challenge, which is going to cost you money, but you can also take the free trial, and they have a really good app. I think it's both for Android and iPhone. I have an Android, so I know it works on Android. So you will be able to see all of the failed challenges or the successful trial challenges, and also the real challenges, and you will be able to see all the diagrams and everything about the challenge itself, how you're doing. So that's very helpful. And they also have this normal and aggressive, which is now blocked out. I don't know why, but I would just advise you to just take the normal. Oh, okay, they have it for the lower amounts, but I would just advise you to take just the normal USD currency, even though if you come from, let's say, Europe and you're used to euros, I would still advise you to take USD currency, because when you buy, you can see it's still in euros. You will be able to pay with euros for the fee, but this is going to be for the actual account. So if you take USD, you can see your balance will be 10k. But if you take, let's say, euros, okay, it's still 10k, but you can see it changes for other, and just, I don't know, it makes kind of difficult, at least for me. I'm used to the USD, so I would advise you to just stick to the USD, and you will be able to pay with whatever currency you want. So these are separate things. Um, what else? Well, Ftmo has this swing account where they allow you to um, hold your trades over news and over the weekends, which is useful, especially the fact that you can hold during news, because if you when you take this challenge or free trial, you will have uh, an option to take a swing account or a regular one. I would advise you to take the swing account because just in case if you didn't see that there's some news coming, because if you traded during the news or even just held it through the news, your account will be disabled instantly. So personally, I don't want to risk that, so I just take the swing account. The only downside is that the leverage is going to be 1 to 30 instead of 1 to 100 as with the regular one. And also they have some scaling plan, but it's like 25% increase every 4 months, so that's quite slow, but it is there. And the payout system is very good. You're starting out with 80-20, so 80% goes to you, 20% goes to Ftmo. So what, of course, you don't get this money, right? You only have to make profit from this. So you play with 10k. If you make, let's say, even 1k on the real account, you can just request a payout. On the real account, you won't have any profit targets. You can even, I don't know, you can request $100 if you want, but you will have to split it 80-20. They also have some um, yeah, the scaling plan also comes with a 90-10, but that's only after 4 months. And all Ftmo traders can request payout on demand. Payout can be processed just after 14 days. I don't really understand this. I don't really understand this part, but that's fine. So you can trade on MT4, MT5. I will probably make a new video sometime about TradingView and MetaTrader. There's a lot to go through as well. So Ftmo allows you to trade Forex, indices, some cryptos, and some commodities. And yes, they have an app which is really great. So that's basically it. I would strongly advise you to take the free trial. Take at least 5, I would say. Um, just get used to the profit targets, to the daily losses and stuff like that, because you will have to get used to it. I swear. Um, yeah, take the free trial. I would advise you to pass at least like 3 free trials before you actually take the real thing, because it's going to be exactly the same thing with the same rules. The app will show you if you pass the trial or not. And yeah, just take like 3 free trials at least before you take the challenge. At least pass one of them. I would advise to pass 3 before you take the real trade. Um, okay, that's about Ftmo. Let's see, if you go to forexpropreviews.com, they have reviews from a lot of prop firms. So Ftmo is not the only one. There are many now, but you have to be really careful with which prop firm you choose, because Ftmo is really solid. It's been around for a while. They have really great customer support. If you just click here and you send a message, they will reply you pretty fast. I've heard with other prop firms that you have to wait days or even weeks for them to respond. Not all of them, but some of them. So really read the reviews, check out their rules, and also the pricing, and you will see what's best for you. Also, one thing, as you see here, you can buy up to 200k challenge, right? So, but they actually allow you to have up to 400k um, max allocation. So that means that if you take two of these, you will have maxed out your um, max allocation for one person. Okay, so you can take multiple 100Ks, multiple 200Ks, doesn't matter. You can even start with a 10K and build it up. You can also, if you have multiple of these already funded, you can mix them and create one bigger one. So if you buy 4 of these, you can just mix them in the end and trade one 400k account, or keep them separate if you want. So as you can see here, there are many, and also you can see um, some reviews and stuff. And yeah, just go through them if you want. Now I want to talk about this, what happened yesterday. It's very important. So one of the largest prop firms called My Forex Funds temporarily closed out because they got some uh, SEC regulators shutting them out and just freezing their accounts and all the trader accounts as well in that matter. So I don't know if they will ever come back, but this is just what I was saying about that you have to read some real reviews about them, because any of these prop firms can at any moment just close out, bankrupt, or just, I don't know, steal the money. But really, you don't have to worry about it that much, because I mean, all you can lose is the fee that you spend, which is going to be up to $1,000 mostly. Um, if you, yeah, if you purchase this, let's say with my Forex funds, and you were still, let's say, on the step one, yeah, I don't think that they will refund you the money, so that fee is probably lost. But if you were already a trader with them, you already got the fee back, so there's really no risk about that. All you lost was the potential profits. Let's say if you was already a trader, you made like 10k on your account, well, that's probably gone. So FTMO, while they are um, the most expensive ones, they are also the most reliable ones. And if you can afford these prices, I would say just go with FTMO. The spread is really good. The customer support is really good. Everything is just awesome, except for the prices. But you can see with my Forex funds, well, they just did some shady shit and they got closed out, even though they were the cheapest ones. 3 years and they're gone. So FTMO is a really good way to go. Now, another thing I just want to tell you about is my Instagram It's at trading.education.pro. Now you can see what we do here. I post some creative stuff, some memes, some trade ideas, not ideas, but more like educational stuff. Also some trades I take once in a while. Also this how I built my account from 100k to 116, so 16% account profit. Also you can see these sniper entries. So a lot of stuff I think that will help you or just impress you, nothing else. Um, yeah, in fact, I'm also taking a 10k Ftmo challenge trial right now. Um, yeah, you can see how it's going. I think this was in 1 day or 2 days. I managed to get 372. Yeah, basically, yeah, this is just 2 days, Thursday and Friday. So up 3.7%, which is quite good. And yeah, you can see we have the mentorship here. So what you get in our mentorship is it's actually more now. It's more like 100 plus videos. Excuse me. More like, yeah, 100 plus videos of liquidity trading strategy. That's mostly what I use. I also use harmonic and Elliott wave strategies as well. I basically mix them all together. So also what you get is Discord channel, mentor, that's going to be me, community. We have to build this because right now there's literally no one except for me. Once a week community call with the mentor, regular trade breakdowns and other educational material. I basically will add more and more videos and stuff um, that you guys ask, and what I think is useful as well. So yeah, topics will be about liquidity, about inducements, so some of the regular SMC stuff as well, psychology. Yeah, you will probably get all this. You will know where to put your entry, your take profit, your stop loss. I have a very strict plan for that. Know how to deal with losses. That's going to be in the psychology section. No risk management. I think I still have to make a video about this, but I will soon do that. Yeah. So finally have consistency. This is probably the most important thing, and probably pass a prop firm challenge because I will help you with that as well. And yeah, and this is just a meme because everybody wants to get rich quick, but nobody really wants to have it slowly, excuse me, slowly and steady, right? But this is the way to go, really. Every successful person will tell you they started with this mindset when coming into Forex and they ended with this one. And that's when they actually started having profits. So that's about it. Here you can see we have the link, and if I click on the link, we have a website, YouTube and Instagram. So if I click on the website, you can see my website here. what you get is liquidity trading course. We can also do one-on-one online teaching, and also if you want, you can just message me on Instagram if you have any doubts or any questions about the course. Now, this is one of the trade examples that you will be able to do when taking my course, something like that. So yeah, if you're tired of blowing accounts, or if you're new and you don't really know anything about Forex, that's fine as well. I'm building, well, the liquidity trading course is already done, but I'm building also a beginner course inside the same Discord. So I already have some parts of it. You can see here, you can see beginner course here. We have some stuff already, and I will have more as we go along. So don't worry, I will make sure that this is beginner friendly as well. And here as well we have the liquidity course. This is really big, as you can see. As I said, it's like 100 plus videos of straight knowledge. So just crazy, right? I'm not gonna show you everything because that would be dumb. But now we have trading floor. Obviously this is only me right now, as you can see. We have the chat, some wins. You can see trade I did last week. Here we have the question section. You can ask any questions, I will answer you. Also, here we have the live sessions. We have not done any, so that's to come whenever a first person arrives. And also some quizzes and homework, some payouts and funded. If you guys get funded, just post it here. Your opinion, basically a testimonial. Then also you can book a one-on-one call here. You can pay for it as well. And the PDF course, which is almost done as well, you will be able to buy here. And that's basically it about the course. These are the prices right now. I think they are really good. I think they are the most, I think they're the best on the market right now, while everybody else is charging hundreds and even thousands. This is just, this is really small, okay? So this will probably go up once the demand increases. So I would advise you to take advantage of these small prices because probably they will go up, okay? So just check it out, check out the website, check out my Instagram. Also, I want to show you, if we click on the order now, you will go to the Lunch Pass page, and here as well, lifetime access, 100 euros, lifetime access. So everything goes through Lunch Pass. Once you pay, you will immediately get welcomed here in the Lunch Pass section. I'm not sure in which section is going to be the first one, but probably this one, I don't know. But yeah, you will just have to agree to the terms, and then all of these sections will be open for you. You can just come to the general chat here and just say hello, and we can start learning, and I can start teaching you. And also I want to say that I'm very open, and if you see that there is, let's say, a topic you want me to include, just tell me in the comments under uh, this video, or once you come and pay for the mentorship, then as well, just tell me what you want to see, and if I can, I will make a video or a complete section about that topic, no problems. So everything is legit, and here you can see, let's say if you click here on YouTube, you can see my channel here. You can subscribe if you want, and that's about it. um, I hope you got some knowledge from this uh, easy kind of video about prop firms. I know that a lot of people already know about them, but this video and most of the videos I will put on YouTube will be about beginner stuff, right? Um, because I see in my Instagram that there are a lot of people that really have no idea about what trading really is, and I want to help them. If they want to start trading, they need to know the basic stuff, because otherwise they'll just be lost, right? So I will give this for free, this basic stuff, no problems. And if you want to learn actually my strategy, then you must pay and obviously come into my mentorship, where all the trading really goes on. Okay, but these type of videos I will keep releasing, and you can just keep watching if you want. So I will say bye and thank you for watching.